Hello Pisces and welcome to your October 2025 reading. So, of course, this month we have the new moon in Aries right on the beginning and around the 6th. Not the new moon, the full moon, sorry. And so, of course, this is going to reveal where our position is with our fire, with our will, our I am. So, and being in Libra season, and of course, having the new moon in Libra at the end of the month, it's all that beautiful balance between I am and me and the other. So, do I need to put boundaries? Do I need to fight for my right? Do I need to back myself up for my dreams, for what I want to do, what I want to accomplish when the other is involved? These are all like the themes that are going to come up during the month. We also have in your house, the house that you rule, 12th house, we have Saturn and Neptune now retrograding also in there, joining again. So, what are my dreams, my aspirations, and my illusions? Am I a prisoner of my illusions, or can I ground and concrete accomplish my dreams? This again is going to be a dynamic this month. So let's see what it has in store for you, my beautiful Pisces, with the tarot. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give a reading to Pisces for the month of October 2025. And of course, at the end of the month, we have Samhain, which is when the veil is thin, like it's 6 months ahead, a counterpart on the 1st of May. So, Beltane. So when we're doing self-work and shadow work and analyzing our patterns and things like that, it's a good time to kind of have access to our ancestors, being able to process things that has been passed on, have access to our shadow. So, all right. One last time. Okay. Spirit, give me 3 cards for Pisces for the month of October 2025. Be obvious. Pisces. Ooh, all right. Okay. So we are right into Libra season. Justice, that's Libra. I have her on the side. So there's probably insight when it comes to justice. Justice is Libra, is ruled by Venus. Venus is entering Libra this month around the 13th. When I was saying, with that kind of where do I start, where do I end, where do my wants and needs and passions and ambitions have to be balanced with the other, when do I have to put boundaries and so on. There's a spiritual lesson to be understood from the shadows of it, so that I can apply the wisdom of it and bring my life in a true balance. So this, as you get in the month, and here is the full moon in Aries, when it comes to fire, when it comes to reactions, being in the here and now, there's a lot of energy, but maybe we have a hard time grounding it. Because the Knight of Wands is very good in the here and now, but his wand is flying in the air. It's not grounded. It is good to get out of situations, But here there's this Ace of Wands, so there's this new way of bringing who we are that maybe we don't have access to. And with the High Priestess, maybe we will understand. And maybe that's the one that is going to allow us to bring balance into our life, justice in our partnerships and things like that. Maybe we had a couple of heartaches that are going to come up. Oh my God, things are all over the place. All right. The heartaches really wanted to come out. So, okay, I obey. Maybe this month when Venus comes in, because here we have the heart chakra, the capacity to give and receive in a balanced way, Six of Cups. Maybe there are old sorrows, beliefs, so that means, thinking patterns that came out of disappointments and heartaches. Maybe there's something to understand in there when it comes to sharing, when it comes to being able to exchange like this, Pisces. And you are a water sign. This is really being able to share purified waters. There's disappointments that are around that are going to come up to the surface. Maybe preventing you from trusting something. Let's see. Show me the third card. All right. Okay. So we will have a nice reversed tower with the Eight of Pentacle, bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacle. Six of Pentacle is our capacity to give and receive unconditionally when it comes to worth and value, and here when it comes to emotions and vibration. At the end here, there's something that is going to be able to undo maybe the way that you invested yourself. So let's clarify this. The Tower in reverse, usually it's because she's active in the shadow. So maybe you're going to see a situation out there that is going to allow you to restructure the way that you invest yourself. So let's see. Let's clarify this. For Pisces. We have all the elements here. So, okay, what does the High Priestess, what is the High Priestess trying to tell you? So at the beginning of the month, your intuition, what the moon is going to try and tell you, you can rely on it. Because with the High Priestess, that gives you a pretty good sense of intuition and understanding. All right. So it has to do with the Emperor. So it has to do with how you manage your life, how you put yourself out there, and so on. So here I have the Nine of Swords, our Eight of Pentacle, and the Three of Wands. So this is investing ourselves. Being grounded, investing ourselves, seeing the results of our investment. Maybe there's like this, yes, I can do it. I embark, I start, but then at one point, maybe I start having anxiety. How will it happen? How should I do? Do I see the results? Or here, I'm open, I'm receptive. My energy is receptive to the results of the efforts and the personal investment engagements that I do. So here we have like two different states of being when it comes to investing yourself. And the Emperor is our masculine. He's the one that is investing itself. As an example, if I'm writing a book, it's my empress that receives the story. It's my emperor that writes 8 hours a day, types, and calls the editor. My masculine and my feminine, my receptive and my active. So here, when it comes to the active part that is investing itself, one state of being is receptive to what will come out of these efforts, and the other one is anxious in the night and is unconscious of what it will be all about. So we have a bit of that duality here too. So let's see, 6 of Cups and 3 of Swords. A beautiful exchange and receptivity, or a disappointments out of that investment. Heartaches and disappointment. And here is the Saturn in your sign, working on the unconscious. Do I need to, am I in a world where I need to put boundaries and be careful and all of that? That's the decision I have to make. What is my truth between the two? And when I invest, I'm going to receive equally from it, or am I going to have a disappointment where I'm going to have to say like, whoa, I'm not accepting this. You're going to pull a judgment on this karma. Okay? And when I say karma, karma is just a wheel. Like if he tells you, well, no, you're always going to be disappointed from the efforts that you put in, Pisces. It's never going to be super received where you receive in exchange and it's that beautiful water. No, you're going to have to push through and the world will be against you, trying to bring you down. That's your truth. If you believe him, that's what you manifest. If you don't, you can transcend what created that belief. You can understand the soul lesson in there, and therefore after Saturn will actually support you. Time to make that judgment. And I guess you're going to do it, and you are going to crumble the old structure that allowed this other truth in. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So what the Tower is going to bring down, it's going to allow you to not build based on the heartaches and the disappointments of the past, so that you can build from a strong emotional base. So in a way, not in a disempowering position where your past story is the one leading, but from a strong standing point. So, how should we call that? It's a big decision here, but it's all around how you invest yourself. And your truth actually dictates the results from your investment. I'm going to call this investment because this is what it's all about. When I put myself 100% into something, what is going to be the outcome? He tells you it's going to be disappointing, that you'll have to fight for it. But the High Priestess makes you understand this reality. So at the end, what are you going to choose? How you invest. How you invest. So on this, my beautiful Pisces, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. If you want a private reading, of course, you go on mysticwitchtarot.com. The address is below. And there you have access to all the kinds of readings that I offer. Also the tarot course, book, all of that. And also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on a new moon and a full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And so on this, my beautiful Pisces, have an amazing month of October and Samhain at the end of the month. And I'll see you next month.